What's that, Dale? Okay, we need these cars to the lanes, please. Outlaw Radial, final call. Outlaw 275 to the lanes. Outlaw 235 to the lanes, please. Final call. Outlaw 235, Outlaw 275, and Outlaw Radial. All right, round number 2. Shane Naylor and Brandon Gosbell. All right, here we go. Round 2 of STS.
Challenge now for everyone is to get those likes up again. How are we going to get the likes back to 350 plus likes?
Oh, Brandon spun him a bit. Oh, watch out. Here comes the 1,000 pasture. Has he got enough to get him? Trying to get him. Oh, warp speed. Brandon Gosbell the win.
What a run.
And a 6:08. Brandon Gosbell the win. All right, Jack Roberts and Stephen Day. Round 1, Roberts with the win. Round 1, Day with the lose. So the Harley tried. He nearly pulled the upset against Edwards in round 1, didn't he? Looking for a gear. Stephen Day, Jack Roberts. Let's see how this goes. 543 for the Boozer. 622 for the Harley. They've been very consistent bikes today. Heads up Pro Tree, baby. Oh, he gets the whole shot, but that's going to be about all she wrote as Jack Roberts goes through for the win and another 544. 544 there for Jack Roberts. Stephen Day, a losing 630. Craig Edwards now and Mark Ashworth. Edwards a win in round 1. Ashworth a loss to Gosbell in round 1. But we know that, Craig Edwards had trouble getting through those gears. The Harley nearly got him back in round 1. New stream link. All right, we've hit the stream again. All right, so we will we'll get the new stream link happening. All right. Clean green, better reaction time to Ashworth, well, that's where the advantage fades away. Oh, Craig Edwards looking for some gears again. 543 for Edwards. And Ashworth a 634. All right, is this the new? Is this our new stream? Let's have a look. Going to give it that spray, but we need Outlaw Radial, Outlaw 275 and Outlaw 235 to the lanes immediately, please. We got that new link coming through. Is that right? Is this the new one? I'll have to fire that overtaking lane back up again. Marky, I managed to hold the fort. It just occurred to me when the first pairing went down, I better tick some boxes. Did we get the big? I think we got the wagon in there in Rumble. I think, didn't we? We only had the one pass there to finish off Rumble, which I think I managed to get in time. Is that all we had left? One more round in Rumble. Another full round. That's right. Of all she wrote Rumble B. That's right. I put it in there. Hutchinson. So he got the win there. I'll put that in. So yeah, we've just started a new overtaking lane stream. I think obviously we thought we close the stream up and go again. There you go, Marky. Sorry, mate. I slid right across. This is it. That looks darkish. A big g'day to everyone rejoining us on the live stream. Thanks to Overtaking Lane. Now I've had a little bit of a chat with myself, Mark, and yeah, we're going to really knuckle down on the on our awards in the next round or so.
Sure.
Yeah, I've got a few little scribblings over here, and I'm sure you'll have a few little etchings over there. Big shout out to everyone online still joining it with us. Let us know where you're from. Send it on through the new stream. Got it up here live right now. Feed is up. So make sure you keep sharing, and we'll get them all up there. Of course, like and share and subscribe. Got a few nice pledges have come through. Isn't it great that we can pledge like that? Jason Krause, $5.99 on the pledge. Mark FPV on there as well. Well, that's one of our great followers. And tell you what, mate, I love the man's work at Sydney Dragway. And I can't wait till we get down into to Sydney again to see how this OG 275 works out down there, plus all of our other great categories. We just didn't have that opportunity to try that out race-wise because of the weather, so we couldn't put some fields together because quite simply we needed to qualify them all a couple of times. We were only going to really get one session each, which wasn't going to be fair, so we turned it into a whopping big test and tune down at the last round in Sydney. So this is our first effectively real hit of the year, and it's been going down an absolute treat, let me tell you, as the stream starts to ramp right back up. G'day from wherever you are. Let us know where you're at. Oh, Craig Lewis on there. So Craig from Sydney with the Cortina, and no doubt once we get it back into Kenda Sydney, Craig will be out again for a run. Might have the new thing out by now. By then, I would say. That'll be good to see. Florida, home of the free, with a great governor. There we go, Michael Bowen from Florida. What time is it over there, Michael Bowen? It's 9:47 p.m. here in Queensland. Is that the time?
It is. We've got a full session to go.
Is that the time? Oh, well, it looks like we'll have to just push on then, won't we? It's happened before. This seems to always happen. Big nights. Whoever ends up holding up the big checks at the end will truly have deserved it because it turns into a hell of a marathon. We were sprinting there. We were doing back-to-back, 4x100 relays, literally there right from the beginning. And then we get to this, the odd delay where something just goes horribly wrong and someone's dreams end up short in the middle of the night, and then it just pushes us back. Big g'day to Matt Crick from St Mary's in Sydney. It's great to have you guys having a chat on there. We've got nearly 500 now. We've just dropped it back down to the nearly to 250, but they're all coming back on because we've turned the new stream on. A great lineup of guys and girls watching right around the world.
Well, let's have a look at Outlaw Radial because I'm about to get into round 3 for these guys. Of course, Race Parts Melbourne Outlaw Radial. A breakdown on the teams that have 2 wins from 2 starts. That's Wade Wagstaff, Clint Hepburn, Glenn Finnegan, and Josefsky.
Yes, right.
So we've got 4 drivers there with 2 wins from 2 starts. Neither of them meet each other in round 3.
Is that right?
No.
Really?
No.
So there's a spoiler in each round of round 3.
Potentially there's a spoiler in each round.
Yep.
Each pass there. So. Or we could end up with 4 drivers with 3 wins. And then we go back to the tiebreaker of quickest pass in that 3rd round.
I do love that concept of, spoiler per round, like spoiler per pairing. And that looks like round 3 is going to be the biggest test. And remember, it's a bit of cutthroat. If we've got 4 there of 2 from 2, there's a lot of temptation there to push it a bit harder in round 3, because remember, you want the quick ET in round 3. If we're all locked up on wins, you need a quick ET in round 3 to help you get through.
Yeah, well,
but remember, if it turns into a zinc fest, you can't be giving up on it either. So that's where we might see the odd ride job here.
Wagstaff has Gauchi.
Yes.
So Gauchi's looking to, well, if Gauchi gets the win, he goes to 2 wins from 3 starts and equals Wade Wagstaff.
Wow.
Boulevant is against Hepburn. Milford with Finnegan, and Josefsky has Hillier.
Well, you can't underestimate any of those matchups at all. I'm certainly not going to rule out the little white Gemini, for heaven's sake. That's
Mate,
been a little giant killer.
It has really cooled down right now. It is. It's pretty chilly outside.
Is it?
The dew is setting in.
Yes, well, that's one thing that we always don't like. That's why there was lots of rubbing happening there before to try and keep any dew off it. And then once we get the cars down, that, of course, that helps us. So we're at the moment, it's just been a little bit of the spray rig. And I think the spray rig's had the spray, and I reckon the time to turn the keys on is just about now. I'd say we are ready to strap ourselves in. Hold on to something. Hold on to something, because as Mark has just outlined, we've got 4 with 2 from 2, but a whole bunch of spoilers coming in this 3rd round. And at the ultimately end of those pairings, we will be riding 3 from 3 from some of those guys, but not all of them. But mind you, we've also seen 4 at 3 from 3. So you got to pick the 2 quickest ones from
Hey,
round 3.
We could have like 8 or 9 of them with 2 wins.
Yep.
If they all get upset in this round. So there's a few storylines here that could play out. I think the weather conditions now, the way it's cooling down, getting chilly out there, can bring back some of these slower guys into the 4A. Wagstaff was consistent in those first 2 rounds of racing, 380, 380. Gauchi, who is up against him, he went a 390 in the second round.
And a soft 60-foot at 106 or 107,
soft, yeah.
So if 106 can be called soft, but in the scheme of things, that's just taking it a little lightly there. What it's going to take in this round, you would almost think is it's almost a 50-50 call. Is it now? Do we swing for it now? Do we trust that what we've got out there is going to do it, or this last 15, 20 minutes where we've had these back-to-back delays? Do you second guess yourself and think, you know what, we better just pull that back out here just to see what's going to happen and see whether or not we're in that? Well, we're nearly 10 o'clock. You know what I mean? Is it that? Should we go to cold track mode? Do we need to pull back and just try and get out of that 63.30 with a chance to get to the 660 and just get that 3 from 3 and see if that ET is going to stick, or do we just go for it and whatever happens, happens? So let's just see. Now that they've given that a coat both sides, this is just the way it started this morning,
This
remember?
is when you need the external mic down there chatting to the guys.
I'm just having a missed call here from Jamie from J&J Excavators. He's probably just ringing for the free plug. There it is. J&J Mini Excavators. Great. But unless he just never came up and he's watching the stream or something, and he'll be giving me some constructive criticism, which I just don't tolerate. So, not from him. He's a pretty good excavator, but be shocking commentator, let me tell you. But I can't do all my digging. I get him to do it, and he's pretty bloody good at it. He makes it look easy. That's because he spends a lot of time on his phone. Here we go. What's this? What's the CCO? Canadian clubs. Yes, please. Tower, please. I'll give you a double plug for 3 CCs up to the tower if you like. That's if you can sneak it through security. Might be a bit hard, but I reckon you could pull it off. I've seen you do it.
It's getting late, isn't it?
A senior. So here we are, 9:53 p.m. and the starts are up. Here we go. What have we got?
Round 3, Race Parts Melbourne, Outlaw Radial.
This matchup, I hear the blower. Is it Johnny Haley?
Make sure to share it out and smash the like button, guys.
Johnny Haley, Terry saying, oh, Terry, you can't mess with this blowing hatchback. He's been defending the performance advantage. And there won't be any 2 bulbs on here for Johnny Haley. I just don't think, well, again, it doesn't matter. There's no pressure. And really, the best man for any situation like that is the man driving the Kryptonite Camaro, and that is Terry Singh. You just don't get
not a problem, RTC. Thanks for tuning in.
Than him. The man, he has proven himself in this car. And Kyle Hott and Peter Hotbone from 6 Boost. It is the perfect match of man and machine. All right, 395 for Terry Singh. Round 2 we went 395. 635.
Yeah,
and it was Perry. Yep. It was Perry that took out Terry. So here's Terry trying to get 2 from 3. Johnny Haley in round 2 lost to Jezewski, which means Johnny Haley can end up 2 from 3.
One thing I have noticed that Terry Singh actually had lane choice into round 1 and 2. He was over in the right-hand lane. He's been put into the left lane this round. He didn't have lane choice. Haley took that lane.
Oh, it likes it. Terry Singh, 1, but they're going for it. 383 with a 1. They've gone for it. 383 with a 1. That answered every little bit of question. Are they going to play safe? Are they going to swing for it? Do they trust the track? They trust the track. They got put in the other lane. They like the far lane. They like the far lane a lot. 100 to the 60-foot. Nearly identical reaction times. 259 with a 9 to 330 and 383.1 at 202 0.42 mile an hour. If that's not
G'day, Matty
the
Crick.
statement to say, look, we may be 2 from 3, but we're 2 from 3 with a pretty decent 383 in round 3. Let's see you get past the 383. If we're one more guy with 2 from 3, if anything, the guys that have slipped up, that can run and be in the final and still make it with 2 from 3, just go, oh crap, I'm going to run a 380 this round now. Whoops, maybe the 4-1 I put into it's trying to get me the win won't get me in the final anyway. So that's that. Maybe you should have swung at it. There'll be guys there now wishing, no, can I just get my laptop back for 30 seconds? No, mate, you can't. OG 275 to the lanes. OG 275
8th mile,
to the
Lars.
lanes, please. OG 275 to the lanes, please. What a pass from the Camaro. That's pepped us up. That's a reward to all of you people that stay. This is the best thing about this. The ones that stay see everything. The ones that leave have seen enough. What would you rather do? I've seen enough. Did you? Did you see that cracker third round pass? No, you didn't, mate. You were home. Soft.
Okay, we have got...
Watch out here. What's going on here?
Dale is actually in the Speedflow lane, in the Heltec Commodore. George Jetski over there in the Lexus. These guys both running in that low 4-second zone. Here has had issues in racing so far today.
Shout out to Brett Wills. Is there Wills' car pass?
This is his chance to go 3 from 3.
How right. And mix it all up with the Outlaw Radial boys. Now they're just short there. They're short there. The thing stalled it. Hang on, just checking it. Now Dale's the ultimate sportsman. One thing about Dale Helly, the one thing you can say about a lot of these boys is that there's no playing for keeps here. There's
he's moving forward.
They're under the
no, you haven't, Camping Queen.
You can see the starter just
he'll be in here soon.
Push it in. Is it still running? They're trying to get some gears there. All right, they've got it running. I mean, Dale's got every right now to just wear the gentlemanly gesture thin. He definitely tried to grab a bit of brake pressure there, so maybe he's just trying to grab a little bit more start line. So they're not going to hold it. Victor's motioning. The boys are motioning over to Dale, and you know Dale's a nice enough bloke. Just
coming from a long way away there, Lars. Welcome.
Excellent. Games there that just to get in. But we're a group of gentlemen. This is a group of amazing gentlemen. Lars Larsen from Denmark, currently on work in Norway.
Ritzel as well.
Oh, we move wide both sides. Oh, Dale loose. Here goes Tedeschi, 422 with a 2. He gave it every bunch, didn't he, Dale Hellier? 078 off the tree, 111 in the 60 foot, and it was starting to move until it started to spin the tyres, and he just couldn't get hold of it. 422 with a 2 for Staszewski. 118 was the safe game, 291 to 330, and 191 terminal, I think his best so far. So that's 3 from 3. Is that 3 from 3?
That's 3 from 3 for Staszewski.
You can almost not deny that guy a place in the final just yet.
Possibly,
but we've seen hearts broken before.
We have. That's one hand. He's got in the final at the moment.
So finish him off 3 from 3. So we put him there 3 from 3. Jazeski 3 from 3 with a 22 with a 2. That just might become our new little target spot where you got to be.
Well, that's it. Just looking back on Dale's run, he was actually about half a tenth ahead of Jazewski at half track, so he was on his way through to a mid 4-1 pass in that Commodore before it unloaded the tyres. Okay, Harley Hamilton to take on Stuart Bennett. Bennett has gone through the burnout procedure in that Pontiac.
Harley Hamilton. Again, can be the fly in the ointment.
Harley's going to back it up because he obviously wasn't happy with that burnout.
If he gets this, he'll go 2 from 3, won't he?
No, neither driver has.
Oh, righto. So this is effectively maybe our only dead rubber.
Oh.
This is just an opportunity for the guys for one more hit at it and see whether or not they've hit the mark.
There's a fair bit of smoke coming out of Harley's car there.
We got smoke from Harley's car there, and more smoke than normal, and they're pushing the Mustang back, which means Stewie Bennett gets a free ride, and Harley Hamilton's trip up north. It's been eventful. doesn't want to play it tonight. I mean, it's got some. We know how violently quick that thing is once it gets up and going, and that would have been a great opportunity for Stewie Bennett. Hasn't run his first 3 yet with that car, but we just know it's just reeking of the performance it needs, and maybe, just maybe, one of the things is that the car's a very light car. So sometimes it's very... OG, final call. OG 275 to the lanes, please. OG 275, final call to the lanes, please. Is that maybe you do want another 300 pounds of weight in the car to make that radial tyre work harder. Sometimes I think maybe the lightness of the car is not good for its traction.
Possibly.
You know what I mean?
Very possible.
Yeah, putting you might find 100 pound in the car might not hurt it too much, but 100 pound in the right spot just might be the way to go. Yeah, so guys from Norway having a bit of a check in here, checking in of Aussie Radial Racing.
This is a big race.
Oh, this is a big race. This matters.
So Hepburn in the Gemini has got 2 wins from 2 starts. Willowbank has 1 win from 2 starts. So at the moment, Josefsky is our only driver with 3 wins from 3 starts. If Hepburn gets a win here, he joins him with 3 wins, and they would be currently our 2 finalists. But let's see what happens.
Trackside sounds a bit low.
Checking comments coming through on the live stream. Robbie Jones goes, tell an announcer to calm down. It's hard with headphones. Yeah, it must be hard with headphones. I've got headphones on. Well, because I lose my stuff all the time and I go off the deep end. Don't they do it in soccer? Like if you score a goal in soccer, you do the same amount of excitement, don't you? This is the same stuff. There's some big stuff going down here. Oh, sorry, Robbie, I won't try and blow you. I'm not deliberately trying to blow your earlobes off. I'm just trying to let you know that it's some pretty exciting stuff here and we can't contain this inside ourselves.
You should have been here the day that you lost your voice on the very first pass of the day.
And that's the difference between an announcer and a listener, is that I've got to keep doing this. You can always stop doing what you want.
All right, Perry Willowbank moving forward for the Maltese. Corvette went to Hepburn.
This is a big one. This is where the Candyman may rise. He needs to rise here. He's not just going to sit on $500 of reaction time money. Oh, Phantom Amber! Perry Willowbank gets off scot-free, but no, he doesn't. He needs something like a 22 there, because if you're going to go 2 from 3 and try and be the person beside, technically, you would assume is Josefsky, because Josefsky's in the clubhouse now. He can't do any more. He's just got to sit there and go, who's going to meet me on the 19th?
Well,
so Perry needed a 22 in there or quicker to maybe give himself a chance in the final.
Sang ran a 383 with 2 wins. So
yeah, so he's 2 from 3
so
with a 383.
At the moment, if we had no other paired passes here, it would be Josefsky and Sang in the final. But we still need to see Wagstaff.
And if Wade goes 3 from 3, well, that's Josefsky, Wagstaff.
Yeah, but Finnegan is still
and Finnegan.
Yes. That's what I mean. So at the moment, it's Terry Sang and Josefsky.
Well, we don't know what Wade's doing.
No. So the guy on the bubble that can be forced out after this task is Sang.
Right.
And we're going to find out very, very shortly because Wade Wagstaff is on track with Joe Gauchi.
Wow, this is a big matchup too.
And just so you know, Joe Gauchi's not ours short of making the final tour. So
no.
he gets the win and goes quicker than Terry Saint's 383. He then has one hand on the spot in the final with Josefsky. And then it all comes down to Finnegan.
Wow, is that right?
That's what I mean. A lot of variables. There's a lot to play at the moment. Let's just see what happens here on this run. Gauchi over in the Rocket Industries lane. Wade Wagstaff has been 380 on his first 2 runs in racing.
You want to see a dominating performance? Wait 30 seconds. You just don't get a better mix than this, folks. And that's just the first of all the round 3 categories, with the story's going to play off like this again.
Enough rubber to keep those wheel nuts tight, eh, Jamie?
Big boy toys. Oh, straight in. Wait. 445's going to do it. 3 from 3 with a 445.
Well, he's in the final at the moment with Jaszewski.
3 from 3 with a 445.
Jaszewski was quicker than Way.
Yes, so that's lane choice of Jaszewski.
Yeah.
Shoot. OG, final call. OG 275. Come back from Macca's and get in the lanes, please. We didn't. When we said you've got to be able to drive the car on the street, doesn't mean you go and do it between rounds. You know what I mean? OG 275 to the lanes, please. OG 275. Mark, yes.
Well, I'm confident to say Jaszewski is in the final.
Yep, 3 from 3.
Moment, unofficially, he's 3 from 3. He's quicker than Wagstar. So the only other driver now that can make the final is Finnegan with 2 wins from 2 starts, and we haven't seen him yet, so he should probably be out the next pairing.
Wow.
So Jaszewski.
So far, and a rookie.
From my calculations.
A rookie outsider. Let's have a look. Oh, Milford. It'd be a hell of a representation if it was to happen.
So for
Willie's Car Parts, shout out to you, mate, for joining us.
And ran quicker than a 445 with a 3 that played Wagstar just ran.
No pressure, but he's never been that quick in his life.
Yeah, Dave's here hiding away.
Brand new car, Glenn Finnegan, Andrew Milford. But you know what, wouldn't it be good to say at the end of the night, he didn't put a foot wrong, won 3 from 3, but just couldn't get to the final because of ET. And it's a good thing Wade did it when it did it out a little bit further, so it could still be a representative time. But is that going to be Jaszewski versus Wade at the final? Possibly. New South Wales versus Victoria versus Queensland. Oh, we had to pedal a little bit, flamage both sides there, but Finnegan, 501, 3 from 3 and a 501. What a not a bad night for the rookie.
Not a bad night. Okay, so that should be the
flames there.
In Race Parts Melbourne, Outlaw Radial.
Thanks,
My
Mod.
calculation, unofficially to the race control.
Thanks for being here with us, mate. We appreciate you coming
and
and joining us.
in the final for Outlaw Radial.
Right, let me have a quick
Lane
look.
choice goes to Jaszewski.
Let me have a quick look at that. Yeah, that's right. So that's that'd be right. 3 from 3, 3 from 3. Well, and Finnegan the only other one 3 from 3. So the traditional bag of Kenda mixed lollies. It's just what we've got there for the first of our finals. I'd say is Wade Wagstar versus Jorge Jaszewski. I'm just taking tongue firmly in cheek.
Okay, moving into speedy diffs. Round 3 of Outlaw 275. Same sort of scenario. We've got 3 drivers with 2 wins from 2 starts. That is Stu Henry, Andropsis, and Armstrong. The 3 drivers with 2 wins from 2 starts.
Alrighty. So again, this is could shape into maybe being in the final, but Webby did get that round 1 win, and there Colsey. Webby had to drive that thing around. Colsey got back past him. So Colsey's 1 from 2. Webby's 1 from 2. Stu's 2 from 2. And Drutsos is 2 from 2. And Armstrong is 2 from 2. See what happens here in round 3.
Hope you're watching Camping Queen. Here's Webby. You've been waiting for Webby to come around.
Lanes, please. And don't tow them to the lanes. That's from Matt McCarthy. Just make sure they're not towed to the lanes. If there's an OG 275 car getting towed, we want photos. Bump City, baby. Webby, you got to defend yourself here. That's a driver from the centre line again, Tony Webb. 4th, there we go, 36. Now let's see how he goes here. 2 from 3 with a 436.
That's impressive.
That almost gets you to the final of Outlaw Radial tonight.
Well, he goes 2 from 2 with that 2 from 3. It's a good run. I tell you what, if it does go on a count back to 2 wins, that's going to be tough to beat.
Well, he's in the clubhouse. 2 from 2. Oh, that's all you can do. 2 from 3 with a 436.
From Illinois.
1 in the 3rd round. So that's the best innings Webby could do today. Just that little hiccup in the middle where he had to really drive the hatchback around. And loved at that time. Stephen Smith, yeah, Smith, he hit that 457 early today and then just has been chasing it ever since. But plenty of grub on board. It's just a case of trying to harness it. All right, couple of spot on, boys. The big boss man from Spot On, Andrew Coles, against one of the cars that's come through. You initially, a lot of them, one thing you notice about Spot On too is that, you know, you're all clients. And you end up sort of in the brotherhood. You end up, you get your Spot On shirt, and if you want to race, come and race with me race. And there's a real brotherhood there. You wouldn't believe the huge group of friends I've made through dealing with these guys, of course, with my own car. And Danny's made me a million little things. You know, I'll make something, he'll weld it. He's done so much work on my own car. Hats off to him. And Colesy, thanks for not sending me the invoices so fast. All right. Let's check this out. Bump City, baby. Ryan Holtz and Andrew Coles, they won't stuff each other around. It's going to be a hell of a run with the Spot On, boys. Oh, Captain Risky double pedal. Oh, plenty of hang time. Plenty of hang time on a 66 for Andrew Coles. Colesy recovers 2 from 3 with a 466. 275 just hotted up. I reckon Wade Josefsky. No, oh, hang on. Yeah, crunch the numbers.
Yep.
What a race! What a race for Captain Risky. Ryan Holtz just goes bang, bang.
So we've just been confirmed
Is
for
that
race
right?
control. Yeah,
Yep,
then we
first
had the Josefsky and Wagstaff will be in the final for Outlaw Radial.
Right. Well, you know what I like to do. I'll just do. I'll do my own bit here.
There you go.
Because this becomes the trophy presentation, doesn't it? Thanks to Race Parts Melbourne.
It's pairing out. Well, this is a big one. So
Notice we didn't see no Pro Charge Firebird in there.
Stu Henry and Terry Francis. Both these drivers have got 2 wins from
Oh, what a matchup.
2 starts. So by my calculation, whoever wins this race is guaranteed a spot in the final.
Is that right?
Yep. Whoever wins this race is guaranteed a spot. The other driver then has to watch and hope maybe that their losing ET is quick enough to get that spot in the final.
Stu's been in this situation before. I'm not going to say what's happened in the past, but let's just say round 3's been pivotal. The Enigma is back. Terry Andruxos from Castle Hill. This is the only one out of the team that seems to find its way. Renegade to the lanes, please. Renegade to the lanes, please. Big matchup here. Oh, we'll stand there for Andruxos. No, not a step off. 17 for Stu Henry. Stu Henry, 3 from 3, 417. Terry Andruxos reached for the sky. And that's what that thing does when the power comes on, and just normally when it locks itself in at about 3 inches above the ground, that wheel, and goes that way, that's fast. But there it went up, we got it up, and that was it.
Okay, we should have one more pairing now in Outlaw 275. There's still one more storyline to play out.
Yes.
Brett Armstrong has 2 wins from 2 starts.
Yep.
If he gets a win here, he will go to the final. It'll be Stu Henry and Brett Armstrong.
That's 2 of the neat 3 from 3s.
Yes.
Yep.
But if Armstrong doesn't win, we then go back on a count back with our drivers with 2 wins from 3 starts, which we will have 3 or 4 of those guys. And at the moment, Webby is the quickest of those guys with that 436.
Yep. Well,
so that's the 2 storylines.
That's right. So it's that whole sliding doors thing, isn't it? Like wherever this win lies, wherever the circumstance happens in this next pairing, just determines ultimately what that final is. And guys are in the clubhouse wondering, am I in? Are we turning this thing around one more time? What do we do? All I know is that so far Stu has done everything right today. A pair of 21s
He's in the final
and a 17. A pair of 21s and a 17. So I'm just having a quick look here through my my lineups here, and I tell you what, we've had some outstanding Outlaw Radial cars now that we've seen round 3 of outstanding Outlaw Radial. It's hard to.
Cars have been shut down.
Yeah, we've got Muscat there, I can see just out of screen here with Overtaking lane. So let's just take this opportunity right now just quickly. Let's see if we can't get some recommendations for Coastline Building Co. Outstanding Outlaw Radial car. Now, it doesn't have to necessarily be one of our finalists because we're already going to be accolading those guys for it. But I must admit, yeah, well, that can be a good one.
Possibly.
Yeah, radials. We're on the radials, guys, so... Is that the question? So you've got to just be on drag radial tyres.
Mm-hmm.
And no slicks, no slick tyres.
No slicks here.
So it's a bit of a quick check of the track after that wheel stand. Obviously, a few sparks there. Just got to make sure nothing was left behind on the track.
Yep. Got to keep it safe for everyone.
Got the radio voice on there, Marv. Thanks, mate. Yeah, good to see everyone sticking around. It is about 10:18 p.m. here, so just after 10 o'clock. The racing going a bit later than expected, and we've still got finals yet to come, so don't go anywhere. Stick around and wait for the finals. We're going to see some more big racing coming on. And did I hear the call out for the final in the Outlaw Radial?
Might have been some private chats there, and we reckon we almost might be unanimous on the Coastline Building Co. Outstanding Outlaw Radial car, but we'll keep that a secret for presentations. We nutted it out, and we have a panel of judges here that's heard our arguments, and I think we all concur that that's a pretty sound award for that. We talked it through, we talked it through. So now we've got to look at our outstanding Outlaw 275 cars.
Still got another pairing to go.
I know, but I'm just saying we should really be broaching it. As an outstanding Outlaw 275 car, and you know some nights you've got to give it to a dominating performance. So let's just maybe hold that off until the finals and just see whether or not that is a dominating performance.
So now the question was, the Outlaw Radial final has been called.
Yep.
Yes, it has. George Josefsky.
Yep.
Up against Wade Wagstaff.
Wagstaff. So it looks like Sean Muscat down in the lane there, ready to come out. In the Cortina.
Yep.
What a nice car that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to see who else we got back there. We might have Ryan Holes and stuff not quite ready to come out yet, but not too far off.
Tell you what, it was cold here last night, wasn't it, Mark? Is it cold out there, front? You feeling all right? Is it under 10 degrees out there? What is the temperature? We've got a temperature update out there.
Let's do a...
Everyone's rugged up. I've not seen anyone in a T-shirt out. Is there any lunatic still out there in not enough clothing? Can the nearest lunatic stand
Thanks,
up,
Pat.
please?
We work for donations, but
Guys,
actually
no
we put them
fighting.
back into the channel anyway.
No fighting in the chat. Stop it now or I'll end it both.
His shirt down there, slashing people's eyebrows with the nib.
57 Fahrenheit times 30. It is 13 degrees at the moment. So it is a bit chilly.
No, Brett Armstrong, or hold the phone. Hang on, we've just got something slow to move at the back here. He's rolling forward. It is, no, it's the 235 car, it's Jamie Swift. So this is Sean Muscat. So that might decide something there.
Yeah, no Armstrong. He was 2 from 2. That's interesting.
2 from 2, no final round.
We'll just make sure, obviously, there's no silly buggers and we'll see a solid pass after this.
Righto. Come on, Sean, let's make it work, baby. Let's see. I want to see this guy get a good run in. Nowhere near there did that want to hook up there, unfortunately. And remember that sort of held a 383 a couple of minutes ago. So the combo just did not want to hook that bad boy up, and Sean Muscat ends up with 1 from 3.
Now, if we don't see Brett Armstrong come forward, in my eyes, unofficial.
Yep.
Always unofficial until race control tells us.
Yep.
Stu Henry, 3 wins from 3 starts, automatic spot in the final.
Yep.
We then have a 4-way tie with drivers with 2 wins and 1 loss. Tony Webb is the quickest of those guys with that 4:36. So in my mind, unofficially, it's Tony Webb, Stu Henry in the final.
I'd concur that's it. Of course, we need to also look at our outstanding 275 call there. Yeah,
That's interesting.
Yeah,
well.
that is an interesting one. So we'll hold on to it.
Okay. That was Speedy Diffs, Outlaw 275, now moving into Outlaw 235, brought to us by Haltech.
Oh, here comes race control with the next...
Is he going to confirm it for us? Is it Stu Henry and Tony Webb? Perfect.
All right.
Okay, first up here in Outlaw 235, Ryan Brown taking on Jamie Swift.
I'm actually...
These guys actually followed last year.
Oh, Rowan Brown, satellite. Hold on to your, held on to your meat helmets. Whoa, Rowan Brown doing a Ryan Holtz impression. What is it with 2Js and Tiranas? No, I don't know where he went there. Look at this, bumping it in, baby, bumping it in. Rowan Brown.
Well, the timing block's still there, so
Oh, there we go.
I think he's okay.
So you know what I mean? I like to put the tangent on our reasoning. Yep. So that's an incentive. You don't have to tell anyone. It's just an incentive. If that happens, then that's deserved. It gets us over the line. And this is how highly we rate this money that we get given. I haven't even got to announce its choice yet. Holy crap! Well, I actually have. I have a little bit. And Paulie helped me with that tonight.
Arco, yeah, correct. Not allowed. No wheelie bars at Kenda Radial.
I like that.
So that is part of this racing.
I like it. I like it all. That could change. It can still change. Oh, Jess Beckham gets one on Mick Arnold. Not the best night for Mick. Jess Beckham, I think, goes 2 from 3 and a 5.29. 2 from 3 and a 5.29.
Well, Mickey Arnold, he was now number 1 qualifier, but unfortunately it's not with Big Fat 0 in the win column.
Yeah, definitely a bit of dew rolling in.
Yeah, tough racing.
There's a bit of moisture.
So Beckham goes 2 from 3. At the moment, Jamie Swift is actually 3 wins from 3 starts.
Is that right?
Yeah. Beckham 2, 5.29. Mike Williams got 2. With a chance to go with 3 up against Doug Day. On the track right now. This will be our last pairing in Outlaw 235.
All right. So Doug Day, is he 2 from 3?
1 from 2.
1 from 2. One Pudnick is 2 from 2.
2 from 2.
So one's got a chance to go to the final here.
If one wins, he's in the final.
If he doesn't, we're throwing it up in the air and he could maybe still be in the final.
true.
Because there's no 3 from 3s, is there? Oh,
No,
there's
no.
only one.
No, it'll be 5:29 for Beckham would be the time to beat to get in the final. So if
Gotcha.
one loses, he needs to go quicker than a 5:29.
Well, he needs a PB.
Oh, Doug Day wins. He needs to be quicker than both Dubnik and
Right
Beckham.
lane is
There you go.
3 power
All
adders
right,
in
no
that
pressure.
No pressure.
No
HT Holden
ramifications
there,
at
Pat.
all.
Yep. Just be quicker than 5:29 both these drivers.
Holy dooly. Stress. Oh, one, the whole shot on Dougie Day. He gets the big piece down. Dougie Day off the line 1, goes 3 from 3 and a 5:23. Is that enough?
He is in the final, mate.
Wow. There we go. 1, Kudnik, Outlaw 235, Haltech final.
Yeah. Haltech Outlaw 235 final. Unofficially, until the race control comes in, Ryan Kudnik and Jamie Swift.
Wow. Two OG street cars just doing it in 235. Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
one good in with a
for
Pro-Charged
so long.
Turbo
He's
Nitrous
always
HT
just been
Holden.
the guy
That thing is
just behind the heels
pretty
of
impressive.
the guys that are 600 pounds lighter than him. And you know, a little bit more serious race car, where one's is, you know, still, you know, pretty much a streeter on steroids through and through. But for his night, you know, we had a couple of guys fall by the wayside, and you know, that's just been at the gravity of the night. And worthy recipient of a finals berth.
Okay, we should be moving into the new class, the OG 275, brought to us by Outlaw Mufflers. First up, Daniel Moyt and Todd Marshall. Moyt in the
James, a lot of oil downs earlier on,
also
and
nut out how the hell these
it's
guys
kept
are
us
gonna get
running
there.
late. So
We also
still
got to find
finals
an
to come yet.
outstanding
So
OG,
we
which
just
I've got penciled in here somewhere.
last round before finals.
Don't tell me, mate. I'll
No,
think
no.
about mine.
Yeah, no,
see if we're the same.
No, that's right, mate. We're happy to let you know what my options are. Now, Outlaw 235 is still also something to choose from. And I'll put my little notes in. Here we go. Race control behind us for just a sec. OG 275, Todd Marshall and Daniel Moyt. Bump City, baby. Hold shot for Moyt. The power on the Fortino, remember. Bump this baby through. 532. Oh, 550. Hold shot on a 532. So Moyt gets a win. Todd Marshall gets runner-up in that run. Daniel Moyt.
Can confirm that Juan Kudnik and Jamie Swift are in the final for Outlaw 235.
Right.
Yeah, good
Here we
timing,
are.
James. You're here for the action,
So
mate.
Juan Kudnik and Jamie Swift, you're in the final. Next pairing, our Chris Karsberg to take on Goran Ovinovic. What have we got
Goran's
here?
Cortina here's been
Both these guys are one
having
piece.
some great runs over at Roll Racing. To see him
Someone's
out here
gonna
at a
go
Kenda
2
event.
from 3 here. Clean green, a little bit better there for Karsberg. Goran's right there, but not tonight, Irene. 5:45 the win for Karsberg, so he's cleaned the act up since the beginning of the day. Had a horrific morning trying to get the car to behave, and now here he is getting himself at least a what? Was that 1 from 3 or 2 from 3?
2 from 3 for Karsberg. And Moyt has 2 from 3 as well. So currently
Right.
those two would be the finalists, but we've got about 6 other pairings.
We've got a ton of pairings here to try and work
and a
it
bunch
out.
of drivers with 2 wins. So
Yeah.
Blecken, Elfs,
Oh, yeah.
Mary and Baker have all got 2 wins from 2 starts.
And they're about to kind of match up against each other to determine.
None of them match up against each other again.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll just wait and see what happens.
Well, one of those guys with 2 wins from 2 starts, Paul Mary, he will be out on track in the next pairing up against Trent Brimble. Outlaw Mufflers, OG 275. 14 cars here in this bracket.
I'm a little torn now looking at a couple of things here, because I just thought of a great car on debut that we could probably fit in somewhere there. It was definitely an impressive car, but we'll discuss it. Of course, all of this goes down and we floated past
And then
Justin
Scotty
and
and
Scott,
Scott.
so it's got to go
That's
through
right.
another filter yet as to where we're at. And then sometimes they pop up a name and we go, yeah, because they might know something that we don't know. And we know a bit, but we don't know a lot. Paul Mary and Trent Brimble. Well, where's the ramifications with this one?
Mary, 2 wins from 2 starts.
Right, okay. So it's all for him to go 3 from 3 here. He'd love to be in the final of OG 275, thanks to Outlaw Mufflers. Time to load these boys up. Turbo LS, the world. Oh, Kenda Tyres, Bimble's going to be the fly in the ointment. And even Paul Mary's round 3 run's not going to be respectful at all. 5.09 for Brimble, the best for him for the day. 5.09 finishes off, what, 1 from 3?
Yeah, 1 from 3.
With a 5.09, and Paul Mary 2 from 3 with a 9 flat.
Well, Carlsberg and still one
Yeah,
hand.
Dave Fraser, you're right.
right?
You do have to close the chat, hit the like,
Still
open
got a
live
few
chat
appearances
back up.
now.
Well, here we go.
One of them right now, Ben Blecken.
Going for the VH Commodore.
Neil Sabo, g'day,
Shane
mate.
Baker. And now these guys weren't scheduled to race against each
Oh,
other. So that tells me.
are they seated solo?
Yeah,
paired
so they're
solo?
going to be a paired solo. So that means both these drivers are going to go 3 wins from 3 starts.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, then then this happens.
So they,
They're going to be 3 from 3.
both of them are 3 from 3 now.
All right.
Just
very
like
good.
that,
Could
we've
be
got
a
2 new
repeat.
finalists.
Could be a repeat. This could be a repeat in about 20 minutes. Oh, Baker! Wow, boy, oh boy, oh boy! How's that for a wheelie and a half?
Okay, the only driver now that can get into the final and lock out one of those 2 drivers, Blecken, well, Blecken's in the final because he's quicker than Baker. So
Right, so that's an absolute
Blecken,
shoe-in.
Blecken is definitely in the final. Elfs.
Yeah, here we go.
John Elfs is the only other driver potentially that can make the final now.
Adrian,
He's
yeah,
on track
I
against
always
he's
wonder
got
the same
Tanya
thing.
here,
There's
so
always a
Tanya's-
couple at
Tanya
every
dropped around, I think, in
live
the
stream
middle, didn't she?
drag racing,
Yeah,
whether
she
it's
does,
us or any other channels. There's
No,
always
so-
1, 2 or
So
3
pretty
that
much
hit
the-
thumbs down.
It's either going to be
Maybe it's by
Blecken and
mistake.
Baker in the
Maybe
final,
they just
or
don't like
Blecken
drag
and
racing.
Elfs
Found it by
final.
in
Elfs
an
just
error.
needs to get the win and go quicker than a 5.77.
Top feed, guys. Keep up the
Well, you know
good
what?
work.
Couldn't even inform the crew of what the requirements were for the run after that just happened. So, I mean, this is all about running on
Thanks,
instinct.
Scotty
They
McKeon.
don't know what it needs to win. All they know is
Appreciate
they need
that,
to
mate.
win.
Appreciate that a lot.
Win and run quicker than a 5.77. It is that easy.
It's that
Pedal.
easy, Mark.
If you spin, you need to pedal.
Oh, Tanya, the fly in the ointment might just be that. Johnny Elfs tries to recover. 4.99 for Tanya. Wow, there we are. They're happy. There's the 4-second run. Yes, Tanya, what a time to do it too. Against the guy that's trying to get to the final. John Elfs goes 2. Is that 2 from 3 with a 5.23?
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean,
No, but it's Bakes.
it'll be Baker and Blecken in the final.
Wow, and that's because of by virtue of outright 3 from 3, and Johnny's just lost that one. Wow, weren't probably expecting Tanya to ramp up like that, but
That's
they've
a big jump, yeah.
been creeping up on it. There'll be plenty of Coronas at the EFI Parts Australia after party. We get the sausages out, we get the Coronas out, we get the big checks out, and we have a bit of a laugh and a cry and a shiver, and long may we party.
Unofficially still.
Because it's only
Baker and Blecken.
it's only 10:30, isn't it?
Something like that.
Yeah, so we're not doing too bad.
Altec Outlaw. I know
That was
Outlaw
OG.
Mufflers.
Zach Anderson, mate, it's the cut-off for that is
must be the
460.
Renegade A, Renegade B coming up here somewhere.
Oh, this is where it gets
Yeah, the
good.
cut-off
Yeah,
for
this
the
is
OG
when we've got
275
21
460.
Talk about shuffling paper.
Yeah. It's been easy so far, but this is where we tend to sometimes fall off.
Yes, we've had the odd gentle discussion downstairs about, well, about that. We were fatigued. And this is another one of those times.
That's why I always say unofficially.
Yes.
Has mentioned this before. All right, first up, Mitchell Bean to take on Russell Eckert. Eckert in the Kingswood, Bean in the Camaro. Let's have a look what's happening in this class. Both
Yeah,
these
spot
drivers
on,
have
Pat.
got
Going to be up early tomorrow.
starts today.
We head out 6 a.m. on the driveway, isn't it? A minute silence.
I don't think
A bit
they
different now.
taking any part in the final, just with
But,
the sheer amount of drivers on 2 wins, 2 starts.
The Anzac Day celebrations in your driveway.
How's that for an expression of freedom? If you're a nitrous guy, you'll put that big perch right up there, won't you? Every single time. Russell Ecken gave it the big squirt. Going to put 598 cubes of big block Chevy in one more time, one more race. Why not? Mitch Bean's been in the 550s as well. Queen Green's a little bit better for Russell. Mitch a little bit asleep behind with a 561 and a 562 to finish it off. Jeez,
I just like the way she says my name.
61 and a 62 to finish off those guys. Evening. They're in the clubhouse enjoying a club soda.
I didn't hear a say it, but well done, Matt Cowmark.
After their round of golf. It's a bloody expensive round of golf. Mind you, have you seen how expensive golf is?
Daniel Fisher, he had troubles in the staging routine in his last round of racing, taking on Troy Stokes.
Troy Stokes, is there a chance for Troy here? No chance for Troy. We're just getting a one more run in before they finish off the evening. Legs it on through. Geez, he gets better every time. 569 to a 611. 569 to a 611. Finishes off those guys' evening. Race control's coming back in. Let's just hear the final call for OG 275.
Sean Myberg from South Africa. Amazing, excellent.
Here we go.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome.
Brisbane OG final. We had a couple of tough Sydney cars coming in there. I'll still stay with my outstanding. I'll still stick with my outstanding OG.
I have got confirmation now for the OG 275 final. Baker and Blecken. So Shane Baker and Ben Blecken in the final for the OG 275.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep, I concur. I concur with that.
Now this is one of the races which both drivers 2 wins from 2 starts.
Right. It's come to this, has it?
Yes. So that
Someone's almost guaranteed a spot, but not always guaranteed a spot in the final of Renegade thanks to Simon O'Carroll Swimmingcliff. He's got to get past the guy that's been smacked on it. In fact, both guys have dangerously gone under that 550 today.
Yeah, Duffy's probably been a little bit sharper on the tree. Controlling was a little.
Oh.
He was a little slow in that previous
Harris
round.
pulled a shocker. We needed to
He
slap
got
him
lucky.
around.
He got lucky with the car braking out beside him.
Oh, not this time. It's pretty well neck and neck. It's Duffy out in front, Cantolian. There's no 550. It's there. A 55 beats a 62. Aris Cantolian 3 from 3. He knew he had to sharpen up the lights, and a 55 takes the 62. Dale's hopping. Dale's gun showing.
Playing games, both of them on the brakes.
Wow.
Duffy was a little bit too much on the brakes, so Cantolian
Wow, what
One
a great
hand.
one. What a great one.
on that final spot at the moment.
Wow, Dale just, yeah, look, had Aris snoozed, Dale probably would have backed off anyway to take the 62 to take the win, but Aris trusted in his reaction time. I'm going to stay right with the bloke and not even back off, and Aris is the one that didn't back off, so he's won that by a nice tiny little margin.
The other thing with
So
the radials,
that's gotta have half
Sean,
the
is you don't want to do your
ramification there
burnout
for the
across
final
the start
of
line.
Renegade
It'll
A.
just pull up the
But
glue
again,
and
there's a
then
few
actually
others
give
that
you
might go
less
3
traction.
from 3 just yet. We've
So a
got
bit
our
different
3
to
with 3 from
slick
three.
tyre
the most
racing.
you can finish off with,
So
yes,
yeah,
three,
they'll do the burnout
three
before the
drivers,
start
three.
line, roll
This
through, back on
two
it. So
solos
they
together.
Yep.
Both guys will get wins. Craig Scott in Mitsubishi.
Big pedal there for speed,
576.
Yeah, we're betting in there as
Craig's
teams
got
down
through.
to the upper start
Walking.
split hairs, 576.
That's his first win of the night. And yes, his first win of the night.
1 with a 724. Oh, this might have a bit to do with it because this
This
guy's
is one
been
of
in
the
the
ones.
final before.
So, both these drivers have got 2 wins from 2 starts. So, we're talking about Jason saying in the LJ Toronto for KPM.
And yeah, it has been a pretty bad, big day, bad
So,
queue.
both drivers 2 wins from 2
Massive
starts.
day.
So,
We've
whoever
still
wins
got
this
a fair
race,
bit of pack up to do
it then becomes
after all of this.
they will be in the final with Quintolian, depending on what happens with Dean Ferris in his run.
Right, Disco Dean's in the mix.
Disco
still.
Dean's
Oh,
got 2 wins from 2 starts.
you might need a 550 here somewhere, maybe.
Well, yeah, I can tell you who guaranteed one of the finals once I see the ET from Jason Singh in this run.
Yep, righto. He's got plenty of spray on board this one, saying he knows he's going to need every bit. So coursing through the veins is a nitrous 408 cube LS, Daniel Ward turbo 5.3 litre iron block LS. So it is a bit of LS the world, but we do have that interstate rivalry here. Can we keep our interstaters out of the Renegade final? It's so hard, I tell you. It took a lot of Took a lot of good runs to keep him out of the OG 275 final. Here we are in Renegade. Daniel Ward bringing it here to Brisbane. Oh, better to Wardy, a little bit better reaction time to the Valiant. Oh, they hit the stride. What is it? 56 to a 55. Whole shot win, 56 to a 55. What a race. What a race, Mark Allen.
Hold on, Matt. I'm just looking at the numbers for us.
What a race.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Whole shot win for Daniel
0.05
Ward.
was the margin there to take the win.
At the moment, so Aris Catolian was quicker than Ward, so he's guaranteed a spot in the final unofficially. Ward with 5.56. The only way that Ward doesn't make the finals if Disco Dean gets the win and goes quicker than a 56.
Disco Dean, no pressure for Disco
So
Dean here.
that's the target now. Dean Perez gets the win and needs to run quicker than a 5.561 that Daniel Ward just ran. He will get a spot in the final with Cantolian.
Wow, righto. And we tell the people watching. We tell the people watching. We get to this time of the night, and you just go, "Wow, this is cool."
Hopefully I'm not confusing everyone.
No, I think you're right. And he's going to have to fight here. He's going to have to fight. The fight of his life, Disco Dean.
He's in the escort. A real dyno performance, Lucas Jackson. Trying to be the spoiler here. His small block chef Holden. Both these guys running in that 5-second zone. So let's have a look. Disco has been a 5.62 and a 5.63. He needs to get into that 5.50 zone.
Rumble to the lanes, please. I'm saying nothing there to say rumble. Rumble to the lanes, please. Rumble. Final round. Final round. Rumble to the lanes, please. Final round. Rumble. Get a move on. Get a scoop. Go and get. Yeah, no pressure here. Disco Dean's just on not enough tyre with a lot of engine, not a lot of wheelbase. He's got it all against him here, Disco Dean. Lucas Jackson, he's got that Tirana down quite swiftly. Green, oh, identical Ornelli reaction time. Looking better than Disco, the little paddle man. Does he do it? Disco 57. Disco a 5.57 at the right time of the night and an 0.67 Pro Tree lead. Where are we, Mark?
All right, that was a great effort from Disco Dean, but he falls short.
What do you mean, but? Oh.
He falls short by 100 of a second. He runs a 5.57.1.
Can't be
He needed to run a 5.56.1 to get into the final. So unofficially, it's a race control confirmed, but I have Aris Natolian and 40 in the final. They ran a 5.55 and a 5.56 respectively. And
then Disco not only holds shots, it runs 100 too slow to be in the final. Told you.
Good race.
Told you.
Good race.
You know what? He'll be so stoked and wrapped that he's had that adrenaline rush that last run here. Here's Gary Hunt as well. Gary won't feature in the final Renegade, but geez, it's been another impressive performance from this very tough Aspo Commodore. I'm just going to let it sing. Just let it sing. Let's go. Let it sing here. Doesn't care. 5.47. Gary Hunt. I think he got enough out of that run. How impressive is that? When you want to steer that thing, like comes out of the hole, 132 on the back tyres, shifts that gear at God knows 88, 9,000, and grab the limiter just a bit. And there we go. Wow. Wait for race control to confirm, but that is just how dramatic he can be. All right, here he is. We're in, of course, Rumble. Are we in Rumble B? I think we're in Rumble. No, it's still Renegade. Derek Logan. This is Rumble B, so we're waiting for a Renegade A. Renegade A, we're looking for finalists, and you've done the numbers, Mark, and I reckon you're spot on. We'll be waiting for race control to confirm that after, obviously, B's run. Derek Logan, can't buy a trick today, Derek. Joseph Treadle, his average reaction time's been up there with VL turbos at, about 8-9 seconds. He's just been waiting to get the number, but you know what I love after that is that he's getting some dangle out of it. It's a very photogenic car. In fact, it's impressed the absolute pants out of me today. And there's a lot of cars that, and look at the pants on them. the dangle up. Oh, love it. Love it. The HD. That's why it's got a little bit of a tickle towards my favourite today. 578 and a 592 and stout to boot. In no time flat, that thing can be probably an OG 275 as well. You know what I mean? When we see him in Renegade find their feet, it's like you can come and be an OG, no doubt, in the future. Liking it, and that's why I'm pretty much an answer's choice for that one. I do like that. And it doesn't always have to come from all of our big categories either. So
I like it as well, man.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm in agreement with you there.
Yeah, so I'm happy to put that one in there. Again, we run it all past the
Dave
last
Fraser's
few
on the
layers of
money.
filter. We've
Like,
got
share, and
just-
subscribe.
They might be happy. They may pop up another one, because remember, these guys are always casting their eyes on the track because they're prepping the damn thing for 2.5, 3 days, so they know what they're seeing as well.
G'day, Barn. How you going?
Take a breath, quick breath. The ramifications. They're waiting, obviously, for the rest of Renegade to determine who's in the final of A and B, but you've got some pretty sound advice there to think it's Aris versus Wardy, which would be, again, so tight. We're going to push them right on that 550 mark on that. We've got to look at outstanding Renegade car as well. We've got to do an outstanding Renegade car. We've got such a great group.
I put something down in there anyway.
What'd you do? What'd you do?
Yeah.
The cars are off at the moment.
Also because it's been right on the pointy end, right on the O, and went the O. So yeah, no, you and I were thinking along exactly the same lines there for outstanding Renegade. So that's great as well.
Best reaction time still can be taken as well, 007.
Yeah.
If you want to take the $500 off of Perry, you've got to go 006 or better. We haven't seen any trip zips today.
Any what?
Trip zips.
Trip zips? No trip zips. We've got a double. We've got a
No
James
worries,
Bond.
Barn.
I
Thanks
love
for
the
tuning in.
007.
I call it the Light from Heaven 007.
Light from Heaven 007. That's a great one. I like that. Well, Green's barely alive, 005. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, just Nelly in the Pooh, 002. Just did it for fun, 001. RC Bastard, 000. That's the level down, isn't it? You can go all the way up to Light from
Mighty
Heaven,
Fine,
007.
Yep.
Mighty Fine, 009.
Archie Kajeski.
Archie, yeah.
Brad
Archie
Lynch. I'm
Kajeski.
just having a look here. So Lynch has got 2 wins, 2 starts. So that's the storyline in this pairing right here. Kajeski's there. Lynch is in the burnout pack on the lips.
All right, bit of work. What's that? Rabbits? Australia! Australian Radial Racing. There's a kangaroo down. Is it on the? Is that out on the break in the braking area?
Can we see it on the comments?
There you go, guys. There's a roo on the track. We've had to pause racing for a moment.
No, joking. No, roo's not a problem anymore. Any professional shooters here on site? No. What do we do with what can you do with a kangaroo? I think we've got the perfect person to go down there and sort him out. It'd be Mr. P. Duffy. I mean, honestly, if that thing's over 6 foot, we need Duffy there, 100%, don't we? Peter Duffy to the braking area. There's a kangaroo that has got a bit of an attitude. There we go. For the first time in radial history anywhere in the world, a kangaroo has stopped proceedings here in the 3rd round. It's nearly every motorsport's had kangaroo issues. Remember, Bathurst hasn't been the same, and honestly, I've been looking for some improvements at Bathurst. You know, I want to see wombats going across the track. I want to see I want to see basically everything. Renegade A, Mark. Yeah, okay. What have you got? Yes. That is us. We have been officially told that it is Aris Contolian and Daniel Ward in the final of Renegade A. So we need Wade Wagstaff and George Jezewski. Hang on, back to Rumble here. Stu Henry against Tony Webb. 1 against James Smith. Archie's giving him a bit of a go here. Archie's giving him a bit of a go. Lynch is out in front, all 80 to a 61. Great final round battle. Careful of that kangaroo, Archie. OG275 will be Ben Blecken and Shane Baker. And Renegade A is Aaron Contolian and Daniel Ward. Don't spare the RPM.
So I can tell you that Brad Lynch with that 561, he has 3 wins now from 3 starts. He's looking sharp for a final spot, depending on how our other drivers go. But this pairing right here doesn't really have any bearing towards the final. Sean Helson and Brent Cole. Oh, Helson. Yeah, so Helson will get the win. So he'll actually go 3 and 5 7. So I'm just doing all the maths now, mate.
Yeah, there we go. 570. Yeah, 578. Helson with a 579. So they're
Wins. I'm just checking Helson's.
yeah. Cole's there beside. Brent Cole's 6 flat.
All right. So at the moment, Helson and Lynch have both got 3 wins from 3 starts.
Right.
Lynch, by my reckoning, has been guaranteed a spot in the final.
Right.
The only person now that can change that is Olsen here on the start line. He needs to go quicker than a 578.2 that Helson just ran. So Olsen needs to go quicker than a 578.2, and he can take the other final spot from Sean Helson.
So snatch it right out of his hands. Sean Helson in the clubhouse, waiting to see how Brody Olsen plays through, and Brody has to literally go par 3 here.
And he's run 590 so far, so he needs to pick up a couple tenths if he wants to sneak into the final spot and knock out Sean Helson. All eyes here on Brody Olsen now. Olsen gets out. 131 to the 64. Needs to go quicker than a 578. He does goes at 597.
Right, there we go. So
going by my reckoning, it will be Helson and Lynch in the final for Renegade.
We've had an interesting text from Scotty Harker saying, can you pick up a black Nico to write the checks? I said, what am I at, 7-Eleven? I don't know whether I can exactly guarantee it, because we normally like to use the big black Nico.
Wait there.
Hang on, Mark's having a look.
Oh, no.
There.
Oh, good.
There we go.
Just the screen had reset. I thought Olsen was back on the screen. Okay, we're now moving into Radial Rumble, brought to us by the guys over at All Over Group. Just finished off Simon and Carol Swinkle's Radial Renegade. First up, it looks like Shane Locke has got a solo pass, so give him a win, and he runs a 649. That's tight. He goes 3 from 3
Wow.
with a 649.7.
That's a pretty good pass, considering that this is the All Over Group Rumble boys.
There are a lot of drivers here with 2 wins from 2 starts.
Yeah. This is going to be good. This is
a lot of storylines to play out.
This is where we pick through the corn of the situation. Picking out the bits of corn here.
We won't theorise here. We'll just let each pass happen and see what happens.
We've just got to let race control come and tell us about Renegade B, and we can put that to bed. And then it's Rumble A and Rumble B and the bike guys. All right, puts the bulbs on. Does Paul Allen. Troy Hutton bumps in beside him. Clean green's a little bit better there for the utility. HKU 406 cubes, beautiful car. My boss has got one of those HGU in the shed. 641 with a 6. It's about as tight as you can get in Rumble.
Very tidy.
Oh, this will be, Damien Morris. Like, I don't know what the ramifications here for guys with wins or whatever.
Yeah, Morris has only got 1 win, but Harper has got 2.
All right, so Harper might just drill him here, but mind you, Damien has been testing out that 40 index. He's got the whole shot here against Michael Harper, so at least he's got that. Harper will come and run smack on the 40 though. Or 38 too fast. It goes to Damien now. He ends up with 2 from 3. so does Michael Hartman. So with one foul swoop, they both end up with the same result at the end of the night.
Yeah, and that probably eliminates Harper from any chance of making the final. They're going too quick. All right, so we've still only got one driver with 3 wins at the moment in Rumble, which is Shane Locke.
All right, Renegade B.
Yep. That's who we had as well. So I can confirm Sean Hellison and Bradley on Renegade B. Here we go, Ali Farah and Trevor Owen on the track and go. The win goes to Ali Farah, I think. That gives her 3 from 3 as well.
Tell you what,
6, 7, yeah.
loving the variety in pairings just in those ones. So Brad Lynch in the HQ, Sean Hellson in the XA. Love that. That's a period correct matchup there in the final.
Well, 2 drivers now with 3 wins. That's Locke and Farah.
Oh, hold the phone.
A few more to go yet. Harold, Joss.
It's going to rely on that ET, isn't it?
Yeah, both these drivers haven't got a win yet.
Someone, get a win to these guys. Looks like it might be Nick's first crack of the day. 6:55. Give that man a coconut, Grandma. A win on the time slip. That's all we need once in a while. Just keeps us focused for the next one, and I guarantee you'll see Nick at the next one as well. And Harold Joss would have had a lot of fun today with the Torrey.
This is a big race. Luke Hauser and Phil Andronicus. So Hauser in the Corolla, Andronicus in the HT Holden. Both these drivers have 2 wins from 2 starts. Now to knock out either Farah or Locke from the current drivers we have in the finals, need to run quicker than a 6:78.
Oh, really? That's where we're at.
Yeah. So Ali Farah at the moment is the slower of the 2 finalists with a 6:78. One of these drivers here will potentially get a spot in the final if they go quicker than a 6:78.
Gee, that's a lot of time the old V6 spent around there, didn't it? It's going to be a tight race from point A to point B. A little bit better reaction. Not for Andronicus. He's going to make him pay a 48. Ends the big fella's night. Well, we're all in the clubhouse except for the ones that are making the final.
All right, with that pairing there, that knocks Ali Farah out of the final. It's now
really?
Andronicus and Locke.
Wow, see how it just changed like that?
Locke is now on the bubble with the 49.
All right, so the 449.
6:49, yeah.
All right, so looking for someone to run 3 from 3 and under a 49.
So that leaves Hot Rod Williams as the only other driver now left with 2 wins from 2 starts.
All right, Michael Grillis and Dwayne Wisby, last run of the night for these boys. Try and haul him in there, 640 something, 49 to a 50. Nice pairing, boys. Nice pairing. Those guys are done for the night, but here's the man we talk about. Okay, bikes to the lanes, please. Bikes to the lanes, please. Just repeating the finalists. Once you're ready, you can go to the lanes. Wade Wagstaff, George Jezewski, Stu Henry, Tony Webb, Juan Kudnick, Jamie Swift, Ben Vlecken, Shane Baker, Aris Cantolian, Daniel Ward, Brad Lynch, Sean Helsam. We'll have the rest to call out shortly. And I hope Bakes is all right after that big wheelie out of the VH on that OG run. I hope he's okay for the final.
All right, mate. I can tell you right now, Hot Rod Williams is guaranteed
Is that right?
Win here because it's 2 solos put together. So Hot Rod Williams will get a win. He will go 3 from 3. Needs to go quicker than a 6:49 with a 7. So he needs a 6:49.6 or quicker to get scored in the final at the moment.
Needs quicker than a 6:49.6 to go in the final. 6:43. 6:43, Hot Rod Williams. 3 from 3 and a 6:43. There's that, as we said at the beginning of the day, we don't talk about too many short things in radio racing, but we talk about Hot Rod Williams a lot. And he fights out there with the blown and injected cross-flow street rod.
All right, looking at the results now, I think, looking at this, there's no other drivers, so in my calculations, unofficial, Hot Rod Williams and Phil Andronicus in the final for Rumble A.
I think we've had that before. We've had it close. I know those guys have been close. All right, Nathan Peters. Oh, that Valiant, how beautiful is it? Inside out, that thing is immaculate and fast. 6:32, too fast. 6:32. on our 40 index for Rumble. So I guess we'll be having to get him into, well, it's a step from there to get in the Renegade. So it's a handy car to be in Rumble at 640, the ultimate weapon. 668 there for Daryl Beavis finishes off his night.
Should leave Loeb and Ramsey now.
Oh, he's getting into the burnouts, his young car Keat. Nathan Peters, previous run. Ian Dusha.
Oh, yep.
Is that right?
Yeah. No, that brings close into Rumble A. We're going to Rumble B.
Well, because you told me that, I wrote it down. Normally I was waiting until confirmation from race control, but we've been doing this a fair bit now, Mark, so we trust the formula, and so far everything's turned up roses as far as results are concerned. All right, Reese Carkeet, Ian Dusha now, 717 and 747. These cars only 3/10 apart. Reaction time a little bit better to the Gemini. Might be Ian's time to get the win line. 7:21 for him to a 7:44 for Reese. Here's the Michael Lewis.
So interesting, Bill McKee's actually got 2 wins from 2 starts.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I don't know what we're going to do there. We've got to find an outstanding Renegade, or which I already have, an outstanding Rumble car here. Oh, love it. Love the dangle. I think we tried to give Bill McKee an outstanding award before as well in Rumble because of its antics. So that's been well played. Well played. I've got an idea for outstanding Rumble, and normally it's near someone that just missed out. Classifications here.
Who won? Britnell gets the win. So he had a run moment. This might have been when I was waiting for the coffee.
Yeah, well, I did have a quick little scatter there. So you were looking for Hutchinson. Yeah, well, Hutchinson
Oh, you
ran.
got 2 wins.
Yeah,
mate.
he
Just
went
made
out.
it.
Zell was out. So yeah, I wrote it there, but then I stuffed up. Realised I did.
Yep, all good, mate.
All right, here we go. Roll these boys over. Paul Kelsall, Darryl Freeman. No, I don't think there's any change in the results for these guys. One last hit of the crack at the clubhouse as well. Here by Parks Australia barbecue. And, I'm famished. Need to find a black Nico pen from somewhere. I don't know whether Nico pen to write on the checks. Normally have about 5 or 6, black Milwaukee Nicos in the van, but the van ain't here, protecting the van. All right, the V6 is back. Trent Bianco, Colin Beavis.
Well, this is
Rumble
interesting
B.
because these are 2 solos put together, and that both drivers got 2 wins from 2 starts. So
Oh wow, so both 3 from 3.
yeah, they both go 3 from 3. It makes it interesting ET wise now. So it's all about the ET for these guys.
Yeah, 681 and 660. So
Bianco 681 and Beavis 6604.
yeah, righto. So both 3 from 3s because of that.
Yep, 3 from 3. So I've got Beavis and McKee, the 2 finals, due to the fact that they both went quicker than Bianco 681. All right.
Bikes, I'll tell you know what else that
Bill
means.
McKee and
Means the finals.
It means this is the last category for round 3. That means the finals are only around the corner.
Yep, get ready. Finals will be coming into the lanes.
Outlaw bike. Okay. Gosbell, 2 wins from 2 starts. And Jack Roberts. 2 wins from 2 starts.
Oh, nice run between Brandon and Jack. Brandon 4.65. That's 2 4.65s in a row. And how's he ended up?
He goes 3 from 3. Alright, Roberts goes 2 from 3. I better write his ET down. Edwards has got 2 wins from 2 starts.
All right. Yes,
That was
sir,
a massive
please.
burnout.
There we are. Hot Rod Williams and Phil Andronicus, the finalists in Rumble A.
Yep.
All finalists ASAP to the lanes, please. We need Outlaw Radial, Outlaw 275, Outlaw 235, OG 275, and all other finalists, Renegade A and B, and Rumble A. We still don't know Rumble B or the bikes yet, but we need Wade Wagstaff, George Krzyzewski.
Oh, no. Steve Day's stalled it on the line. No.
Jamie Swift, Ben Belekin, Shane Baker.
Cut it off something. He's lost it. Oh, he's done a chain.
Sean Helson.
Stephen Day snapped the
Hot Rod
chain on the
Williams,
line.
Phil Andronicus to the lanes, please, and we'll still work out a Rumble B in a couple of minutes' time.
Shane
We
Naylor
need all
gets the win
finalists to
there.
Lanes, please, immediately.
Unfortunate
We will be
after a
running
great
those
day
categories
on the
through, so
Harley.
have
He's
a
had
look
a,
at
had a
this.
brilliant day up there, hasn't he? So
Bit of a rub, a bit of a spray. We're still working out Rumble B.
The other award that obviously we need input from the racers,
Yep.
the most consistent award. So if you think you've had the best spread in racing, bring your 3 time cards up, show them to us, and you could potentially be walking away with some cash. Oh no, it's a store credit, isn't it?
Yeah,
Most
it's-
consistent for performance wholesale.
Have a look at a couple of those little notes.
Dave
I've
Reed,
written
you
there
already
on
did
the
home
side,
editing.
and just see if you concur. And I'm still just tossing
I thought
up.
you were coming back to shoot the
Every
pictures
time
of
I
the
look at it, I
presentation.
can throw up best engineered, best engineered, best engineered, best engineered. We could put a ton in there, and I've got an idea for that too. Thank you, Mark.
Definitely running late, Chris. Yep. Still going, still going. Thanks, James. No, it wasn't clutch. I have a knack for doing those. So, they're getting ready for the finals. Seeing some cool pictures from the racing. Tyler's showing me a couple. But yeah, so we're just about to get ready. Finals are about to run, so stick with us. Don't go anywhere. You've stuck this far. You might as well stick for a bit longer and watch the finals because we're going to see some big passes, and they're going to throw everything at it, and we're going to see how that ends up. So the track is probably starting to get a little bit slippery out there. All right, so there's a fair bit of moisture out there.
Yeah, she's
Just
getting pretty
the
cold.
track rub there. Hey?
So yeah, it's getting pretty cold. Bit of a dew probably starting to form. on
Yeah,
the track.
definitely. A lot of
Bit
dew out
moisture.
there. There's a lot of moisture out there. I was out there just before, Tyler, and even Brad just come up, got batteries for the camera, and all the lens was all fogged up. So, yeah, a lot of moisture out there at the moment. It's going to be impressive to see where we end up in these next few. So, keen to see how we go.
Here
Just
comes
going to
the
throw the
spray
glue.
rig.
Yep, they're going to do a quick pass now, throw a bit of glue down,
Yep.
and then we'll be ready to go. So they'll make sure that we get a little bit extra traction, and we're good to go. Good to go. It's been a big day. Big day out here for us. We were what time we get here? About 8 a.m. this morning.
Yep.
8
Started the stream at 10.
Yep.
Finished the part 1 at about an hour ago.
Yep. So, but now just after 11 p.m. here now. So after 8 a.m. start, and out here for the last couple of days. Well, I have been. So out here, I was out here yesterday big part of the day. You were out here last night. Mm-hmm. We're both out here on Thursday night as well.
Yeah.
So it's been a big few days. Same with Brad and Trev. I've been out here. They've even been beating us out here, setting a few bits and pieces up, getting the camera ready on the side of the track.
Yep.
So,
well, trackside Trev, as he's known now.
Yep. So we're doing well, though. We're doing well. We're keeping it going right through. So
Tractor's being parked up, so means just we're one more pass with the glue, and then we should be underway.
We're on about 13 minutes of streaming, even though it says 90 minutes stream. We're 13 hours of streaming. Do I say 13 minutes?
He said 13 minutes.
Yeah, we've done a little bit longer than that.
Yeah, we've been streaming for about 13 minutes, but we've been here since 8 a.m. this morning, and it's now 11 p.m.
It has been a long day. I am pretty tired. We've got a bit of a drive home yet too, right? We've got a big pack up. We've got to pack up all this mixing deck, all the cameras,
camera gear.
And then it's going to be a massive run back home. But back to the Gold Coast from Ipswich, back to the Gold Coast tonight as well. And then I'll sleep very well.
An hour drive.
Yeah. Sally's already had to head off. She's got to get up at 4:30 in the morning for work. So
she headed off a little while ago.
Yeah, she's got a big day at work tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And luckily it's
no worries, Peter.
Peter, mate, thank you.
You stick around,
Jason,
guys, because we've got the finals coming very soon.
Yep. Don't go anywhere. Lost a couple of viewers. Still 360 are hanging around. Don't go anywhere yet, because they are in the lanes. The spray rig has just finished. He's going to pack that away now. Boom, arms are folding away. He's parking it up. And we've got the starter still out there. It must be ready. Definitely. We're about to go. So here we go. Let's wait and hear these motors start. Here's the call from Diggle.
Stu Henry, Tony Webb, and Outlaw Radial, Wade Wagstaff, George Jezewski to the lanes, please. Jack Roberts and Brandon Gosball straight back round, and we're going to go finals time in just a wee moment's time. It has been a cracker day here in Queensland, the radial state. Of course, Willowbank Drag Radial's finest, and we've proven that today with new marks in the turbo marks went down a few times today over the last couple of days, and big numbers here today from Joe, from Perry in there, and Terry driving the 6-piece Camaro. So we saw some big marks get knocked out of there. We saw the emergence of Daniel Sabolich for the first time here in Queensland, hitting that car here and with a vengeance. And I would hazard a guess with its not turning up in the last couple of rounds, that maybe encountered something there that they wanted to get on top of. And at that stage of the game, maybe didn't have enough wins to fight for it anyway, because they've come to play. They've got the gear, the spares, and everything. But when you're getting between rounds, nothing major can happen thrash-wise, you would think. It's something that happens the last run of your night before thrash, but it can't be happening anywhere on the day unless you do it round. If you do it in the first round of qualifying, you've got two. Well, today we didn't have that. We just had this session. So we're just getting all finalists to the lanes, please. All finalists to the lanes, please. Yes. There he is. That's what happens. That's what happens when Perry doesn't get to a final. It's just menace. Ringing and hanging up. There'll be grabs for the crotch. He's going to try it again. I'm not getting it again. I'm not answering it again, mate. I've still got, the picture I've got on, when you ring me, I've got a picture of you on the phone here with your first Snickers shirt on up at Benaraby. Got you there. Got you here, Perry Boulevard. You're in the right place to see all these finals too, son. You know what, Perry? You're looking pretty good. But you know what? It's the finals. And maybe the 007 won't stick. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pairings where someone could just peel off a 006 or peel off a magic number and snatch the 500 out of Perry's hands and into the hands of someone more worthy. So that is only a couple of pairings away.
All right, 326 watching. A few people have come back. But if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. What are we, about 150 people off of hitting 6,000 subscribers?
That is correct. We certainly are.
So we'd appreciate if you did subscribe. It's free.
Here we go. Outlaw Radial final.
Wow, we're going to start with a big one. We're going to start with about the biggest one we've got. And you know already, you know like I know, like you know that I know, that this ain't going to be a walk in the park. Mind you, one thing you got to hand to blown and injected Hemming-powered engines of 520 cubes. Even on a pedal, that's more of a car that can hook up and get to the other end. If we go pedal, if we go to Pedal Fest, it'll be a fight to the end, and I don't think that white car's got enough pedal ability. Remember, it's on the smaller tyre already, so that's the excuse that
Good stuff, Tom.
we can offer them. But it's both their races to win or lose.
Race parts, Melbourne Outlaw Radial final for the Kenda 660 series. Wade Wagstaff moving forward, Luke Marston guiding the Chevy in, George Zizewski in his first final in this Lexus for the Lotus Caravans team. They are moving forward as well. Surprise finalists, really, after the performances we've seen throughout the 3 days here this weekend.
It's time to go, boys. It's time to go.
It just shows yet again, being consistent, getting from point A to point B every pass. You can find yourself in a final.
Oh, we got a ding dong battle in. They're sending it. The boys are sending it. 15 with a 2. 15 with a 2, but the winner, Wade Wagstaff, 388, 196. Reaction time, 084, Jezewski, that made all the difference. 415 with a 2, 195.
What a race in Outlaw Radial final. Jezewski with nearly 2/10 whole shot almost pulls the huge upset in the final, but Wade Wagstaff, too much power. How consistent was this beast of Wade Wagstaff? 380, 380, 380. In the 3 rounds of racing in the final as well. That's incredible.
And if that's still on the 275, even though we normally would like to run you in the same category, that's the biggest 275 run in the country.
Absolutely.
I stand corrected. I'm pretty sure the 15 by the RX3 was a high 15, not a 415 with a 2. And the 195 just puts it beyond doubt that that's a big speed on a 275. So that's incredible. A cracker. Wow, what a cracker.
Now we're into the final of Outlaw 235, brought to us by Outlaw 275, brought to us by Speedy Diffs.
Thank you for Jimmy and the team at Speedy Diffs in Sydney.
Stu Henry, Tony Webb. Webb has been insanely consistent today, just getting this car from the start line to the finish line here. I think his slowest pass has been a 470.
Stu Henry has gone 21, 21, 17. Speedy Diffs 275. Oh, zig, Webby. He's going to do it, and he goes a 37 in the final. Tony Webb takes it 4:37 with a 6. Stu Henry runner-up. And that almost confirms some of the little bits of paper I'm writing on. Mr. Bevis to the lanes. Have we got the first name? No? No.
I think it was Colin Beavis.
Colin? I think it's Colin.
Yeah.
Mr. Beavis to the lanes, please. Mr. Beavis to the lanes, please. I'm almost putting him in there. I'll put him in there and we'll discuss it when we're writing the checks there, because that's an outstanding performance to come from. It's almost like in tennis, you came from one set down or 2 sets down to try and get your way into the final, and to fight your way around one loss. And to tell you what, Colsey stuck it to him on that one. So that was a fight for Webby then, and try and get back into the final, considering we started to see the RX3 start to hit its stride as well around that time. So to be able to come back and instead of just going to safety mode, just ramp that up a little bit to try and get in there and trust that everything was going to stick. Stu cracked it on the line with an 068 light to really try and nail it, and just too much grunt on the hit. And Webby sails through for a 37.6 at 167 mile an hour, and that man's going to be happy. He will be stoked, absolutely stoked that he's cleaned it up. And he's had to take the hard way around to do it. But so far, Barry Bullivant, 007. We haven't seen it yet. We ain't seen it yet.
All right, moving into Outlaw 235 final, brought to us by the guys over at Haltech. One Kudnick to take on Jamie Swift.
Yeah, no, this is anyone's battle. Jamie's been slowly getting that car down into the low fives. One doesn't have to light the wick the same way as what Jamie's had to. Jamie's been super conservative, but here he is in his first final. Jamie Swift, we can't rule him out. It's an immaculate VH Commodore.
Well, he's going straight into full stage.
So he's got to get time to light it up. Juan's going to be so careful in the final here. He's going to make sure he gets this thing in. He finds the first beam in just a tick. All right.
Oh, long tree.
Long tree.
Long tree.
Well, one Kudnick out like a rocket. 235 line to 525 in the final. That was an interesting tree, wasn't it? And I don't know whether it was sometimes, the CompuLinks go into a little bit of a, that little delay. It's a random delay. And Juan takes it 525. He'll be as happy. He'll be stoked as well.
Oh, incredible. That's
He's
a great
been stoked
race.
as well. For so many times, he's turned up being complete underdog in
Thanks for all the subs, everyone.
And on a day where not a lot of the big dogs were either here or managed to have a good day, Juan's been nipping right there and not only stepping the thing up every round, but you know what, let's look at the spread over his time slips.
16 down.
He's got 4 to show us because he got to the final, so he's got a chance to plead his case for most consistent. All right, OG 275, thanks to Outlaw Mufflers. The VH Commodores continue, an all Queensland final, but geez, it was so hard to keep the Sydney boys out in our first ever OG 275. We had Moyd and Elfs in there having a crack. 2 Queensland guys, regulars on the street. They're going to battle it out on a ding-dong one right here. It won't be all Ben Vleck, and Bakes had a huge power stand the run before. Great category, OG 275.
On paper, you think Vlecken's probably got the performance advantage running in the 490s. Baker running in the 5 second zone, low 5.
Oh, better one for Bakes. Just get it, want to throw the power into the wagon. Oh, it's tied. 02 beats a 29. 02 beats a 29 for Ben Vlecken to win our first ever inaugural OG 275 in the VH wagon. And Bakes was quite valiant in runner-up, 529, had the better reaction time, tried to make it work, and just got out-muscled in the end. That big single turbo at LS VH, just too good. All right.
Yeah, OG 275, that was brought to us by Outlaw Mufflers. Moving now into the Radial Renegade class, brought to us by Simon O'Carroll Swimming Pools.
Tight.
Aris Cantolian taking on Daniel Ward. I think it could be their first final for both drivers, potentially.
Oh, Aris has been so close to making finals. I don't know whether he might have got to a final before. I can't remember. Too many brain cells. Just gone. Just gone.
All right. Both these guys running in the 550 zone in that third round of racing to get into this final. Cantolian went 555. Daniel Ward went 556, 1/100th of a second separating these two drivers. Will it be the Camaro or will it be the Valiant of Ward taking home the trophy today here at the Kenda 660 Series in the Radial Renegade class? Heads up, 550 action.
Oh, Aris, 091, 109, reaction time, you can't split them. Go to the stripe, boys. 49 breaks out, 551 the win.
A 2,000th
well
of
done,
a second
Daniel Ward.
breakout for Cantolian and hands the win to Daniel Ward. Ward actually got there first by 5 thousandths. 551 takes the win.
What a hell of a race that
Daniel
was.
Ward, that is an incredible race right there. Can announce choice is to be a paired pass.
Yes, how tight is that? 52 thousandths on the second.
Oh, Fred Murph watching from Texas. G'day.
Yes, that's a tight race,
Take
folks.
care.
That's
See you
what
Thursday.
we
See
live for.
Chris.
You know what? That is so rewarding to watch guys win in that situation.
Backwood
because you
Customs,
get the
yeah,
fight
he did
right
well,
to the
Daniel
last
Ward.
run. There's no cakewalk. Look at this. Full Aussie-bodied Ford versus Holden. Simon O'Carroll Swimming Pools Renegade B final.
Brad Lynch to take on Sean Helson. Lynch in the HQ. Helson
Helson goes deep. Spins the tyre. Goes deep, spins the west, pushing the trees up, and there's the win. Well, there we go. He had the blinker on ready and everything, Sean Helson, the win.
He's listening to us. Sean Helson, 677 there across the finish line. Gets the runner-up. The win going to Brad Lynch.
Well, that just, the bottom bowl, the top bowl went out. Helson sort of rolled. Then he zinged the tyres, and then it was all over Red Rover.
I wonder if sometimes the unsettling of the cars.
Yeah, when they rock like that. Yeah.
Sorry,
rocks
40
like that,
McFord
it's not
holding
really
for the win
helping
there.
the launch, not being smooth, possibly, potentially getting that spin. Anyways, let's go into the Radial Rumble class.
All right, thanks to All Over Group. Now, that's going to be Hot Rod Williams, Phil Andronicus. We've got Beavis and McKee, then Brendan Gospel and Jack Roberts. 007. Perry Bullerman, 007. 3 more pairs, Perry. 500's almost in your hands, son. Oh, Hot Rod. Big burn. It's not go to woe. It's not Spear Spud, Hot Rod. Again, to see how tight we push Renegade. Let's see how tight we can push a final for Rumble. Here we are.
Hot Rod went 643 in the last round, and Andronicus went 648.
Now's the time for calm heads. The final of Rumble A, thanks to the All Over Group. Oh, Hot Rod 110 to a 181. The whole shot's going to help the little Hot Rod Andronicus and high speed pursuit. Hot Rod Williams, 51 beats a 45. Hot Rod Williams, this man is incredible in that car. He wins with a 651, beats a 645 by virtue of the whole shot. It wasn't a 006, but it was a 110 to a 181, and that's all you need. Stay ahead of your competition. And he
I guess that
gets
they maybe
another
have to be put up high
Rumble
enough.
check from
The
All
wheelie
Over
bars
Group.
on the Camaro.
And
they don't-
again, you
I don't
could
know,
not
don't
say
come
at
off
the
so they
beginning
wind
of the
them up or
day,
something. I'm not
oh
sure
yeah,
how
mate,
that
shoe in
works.
again.
We'll
You
look
know,
into that.
he wins it all the time. We've had to see him fight it all the way. He's had to pull it from 660s today into the 40s, and then in the final, I think he realised he didn't want to put that thing in the danger zone, so he thought a good light and a safe high 40, low 50 was going to be it. And he's put out a 651 in the final to win All Over Group Rumble A. 2 pairings left. Beavis and McKee, we're just waiting for him. Is there another call? We've got the bike supposed to be coming up. I can see one car rolling out here.
2 pairings left and the
Wow.
bikes, guys. 2
All the way
pairings
to the
left.
finish mark, Alan. This stuff doesn't taper off. It doesn't go like that. It just ramps right up. Every run ramps right up to the crescendo, which we just know. We just can't fake this stuff. We don't fake it. They say fake it till you make it. Guess what? You can make it without faking it.
What are you going to do if you get your radial car up and running, mate? Are you going to still do commentary with me, or what?
Yeah, 100%, mate.
100%?
Yeah,
Wireless?
100%. Oh, little Gordito. I don't know. I might put Terry Andrutsos in the car because he seems to be driving everything. We could put Terry in the thing. Put Paulie in it. Paulie would be mint in it. He's a Suzuki boy through and through. Team Suzuki. Now I might have to really choose wisely. I think what I'd find, I might test on the Friday and not run on the Saturday or something. Just come and have a crack. But I'd only really want to come out, with the H-Pat. I'd love to run it with the Liberty, but we'll see what happens. We've got many more years to work that out.
Oh, Beavis is already into full stage. Colin Beavis, Bill McKee. This is the final full over group.
Oh, Bill McKee.
401 on the tree tour, 421.
Careful, boys, careful. 660's going to do it.
Bill McKee gets a win, a 719 from Colin Beavis. Runner up here today.
Well, and you know what? Bill sort of came here late. Literally got only one run in or 2 runs in.
I think he was about here about 3 o'clock. He got here in his first pass.
That gives me an idea. Gives me an idea. Oh no, we've got a pretty good outstanding Rumble competitor in there that didn't get to the final. So that's a pretty good outstanding one there. One more pairing. I'm having a look at what we've got there for the only thing so far yet to be presented. Well, at the moment, Sean Helson at least has presented most consistent.
Appreciate all those thanks in the comments, guys. Appreciate it.
17,000.
Glad you're enjoying
already
it.
seen without
It's nearly
one
over. Nearly
pie,
over.
you've seen
It's
that he's had
running
more
up to
than
the
one
end of
has
it
to
now.
present.
They've got to
Like,
present
the
we
pairing,
don't pick
bikes.
it,
We
you've
don't
got to
chase
present.
it,
So you've got to present the cards. We don't chase it. So we won't dictate it. But we've had a look at 1 over 3 rounds, and it's diabolical as well. And that's what we love about it. You'll have all these other tales of precision and perfection coming out.
Junga
before,
Bunga will
we're
drive it.
writing up on the big checks. So
on your
yeah,
digs.
we've got plenty in there that I think
him in there.
deserve plenty of recognition, and we're going to be doing that at the EFI parts after party happening very, very soon. We've just got to get the boys on the bikes through, Brandon Gosball and Jack Roberts, and then that is it. We've got to get ourselves a black Nico. Make sure everyone here in race control doesn't leave until we check the draws for black Nicos. Why would they have, I mean, Perry Bullivant would have them for the autographs and stuff, so we could get some black Nicos from Perry. He would have been signing. You know, we haven't quite got to the stage where the boys put out a nice poster for the kids to take home yet, have we? All right, here we go.
What are we waiting on?
Matt Loy said he'll drive it in chat. All right. What's that mean? Matty Loy,
don't know.
drive it in. I don't know. All right. One more run. There is the tail of the tape for Kenda. First round here in Queensland 2021. Looks like a fantastic day. Oh, here we go. Here we go. He gets... This is from Dave now. Oh yeah, Matty Loy said he wants to drive the Gordito, so we might have to put it. We might have to put a raffle out for it. You know, if we can raise 20, 30 grand, that'll be really handy for the Give Back to Digs charity, which I've been running. I'd like to give to my charity. What is it? GiveBackToMe.com. Yeah, I need a Liberty. GiveDigsALiberty.com. Actually, I've already got dibs on a 3-lug from What Up G. But as I told Dodsy, look after me price-wise, mate. I'm not made of money, not till next week. Give me another 60 hours. I'll be made of money again. And I'll spend it as fast as I spend. I've added up a few little purchases I've made this year. I'm crying, going, that is a lot of money. You know, but guess what? Not a cent come out of the household. So at home, nothing looks damaged or sold or unbolted. Nothing at home's worried. It's just being the procurement of various elements in various projects. And as far as in the last few months, the old Gordito procurement slowed right down because we've kind of procured a lot. We got that thing to nearly a full rolling car where we're almost at the point where you could. Well, I think Danny's got the final bit of welding to do, and
Thanks coming in.
You know, we could wire it on that thing and run
watching
it.
from Bundy,
Rore,
Chris Honor,
which is still quite tempting.
Glenn Coasty, thanks,
the
mate.
Ultra's more of a project that we want to get done this year because it's a case of just putting some
Paul
bits
Simons,
back together.
thank
and Danny,
you.
again, involved in that deal would be wiring.
Blake, it is 11:34
That'll
p.m.
be a nice distraction.
We're
And then,
just about to have
projects
the
like every
last run of the
we'll walk
night.
past the other thing out there
Pat,
and
thanks.
go,
Thanks.
"Oh, it's up
Yep.
this way."
Shout out to everyone,
Then I look at the other one
all
and
the
go,
track
"Well, that thing
crew,
needs lifters."
everyone that makes this
That thing
happen,
needs
the
retro.
guys
Bang,
from
boom,
Kenda.
boom, boom. There's your money for the year so far.
Great
And
stuff.
you go, well, I hope you're all else keeping busy here as well. That would not be an unfamiliar story to lots of other people. Many, many, many stories of people overextending themselves. Really. You know what they say about bottle more than you can chew and chew like hell.
SDS Speed Shop, Outlaw Radial Bike, final pairing here for the Kenda 660 Series. Brandon Gospel to take on Jack Roberts in the final. Gospel on the Hayabusa, Roberts also on a Hayabusa. Gospel has been the man today. He's been the quickest rider. He has 3 wins from 3 starts. Roberts looking for the upset here in the final.
Cheers, Dave. I think Tyler will be in all sorts of trouble if he didn't go home.
There you go.
Well, tell you what, he was giving him a good race there. Brandon Gospel extends it out and it takes the win. The runner-up there, Jack Roberts, a valiant 5:45. That bike has been, I reckon.
Well, tell you what, he's got a pretty good spread today too.
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah.
There you go. There is Kenda live stream for the Saturday, the big day.
Yeah.
We hope you really enjoyed the live stream. So many of you stuck around right to the end. We really do appreciate that. It's tremendous job for you guys to be here, and we wouldn't do this if obviously if there was nobody watching, right? So.
Of course.
So lots of people giving us all the thanks, and we do appreciate it. But thank you for watching.
Yeah,
so.
Thanks for watching, sharing, subscribing, liking, joining, donating, all those sorts of things. We really appreciate it. If it wasn't for you guys, then I don't think we'd be here, right?
Yeah, that's it. Well, we're just videoing it.
For no one.
For no one. That wouldn't make much sense. So, no, great stuff. We really appreciate everyone here. We'll quick word back to the sponsors as well for the make Kenda happen, and we'll wrap it up here, guys. But thank you very much. Hit that thumbs up, the like if you haven't already on your way out. Tell everybody about Overtaking Lane. Make sure that you do subscribe if you haven't as well, and we really appreciate it. So thanks for
everyone.
watching.
Thanks
again to all the people that donated as well.
Those that joined as members as well.
Our new members. Tyler's got to do some more edits now to fix up the end screens for the upcoming videos. To put everybody on there. You guys have your name on the videos.
Yep.
So we'll see you in the next one. Tuesday night we'll have a video from Rocky Nats as well. So tune in for that one.
We certainly will.
That's a post-event one.
Yep.
Not a live, but tune in for that. Something edited. And have a look and see some of our old videos. There's over 200 videos already on our channel that we've shot over the last couple of years.
And previous live streams from old Kendas and stuff. So
yeah, go back and have a look at some of that. See how it's evolved.
How it all started for us.
Yep. And we'll see you in the next one.
Stay in that right lane. Or the rocket lane.
The rocket lane.
Maybe it's a speed flow lane. There was some quick passes coming out of that one.
Thank you, everyone.
Everyone has their daily routines. Some of us thrive on adventure, the thrill, even just a little family time. We live for the weekend. Whatever your passion, Kenda Tyres is there for you. Kenda Tyres, designed for your journey.
Australian made and owned, Hi-Tech Oils is one of the largest oil blenders in Australia with a truly national profile, supplying an extensive range of oils, coolant, grease, batteries and much more for all businesses and consumer needs. Choose Hi-Tech Oils for peace of mind.